Hi, this is Marnie Pearson and Sue Painter back with the online business reality show, or Marnie and Sue's Peep show, where we pull back the curtains on our businesses and kind of give you an idea of what's working, what's not. So, hi Sue, how you doing?
Hi, how are you doing?
Doing great.
Good.
Yeah, good deal. Um, we decided we were going to talk about working on vacation. So, are you doing a vacation this summer?
No, I stay home in the summer. I don't like to travel when everybody's has to travel in big groups. I like to go spring and fall. I'm not going to do anything, but you are. And I thought we might talk about the whole topic of working while you're on vacation, or even making your vacation a part of your business so that it becomes part of, you're making money while you're on vacation. And there's two trains of thought. I have some people who say to me, well, when I'm on vacation, I just don't want to be reached at all. And I don't want to think about my business, and I want to be totally away. And I think that's valid. Sometimes I just have a weekend away. But the truth of the matter is my brain works more when I'm relaxed and on vacation. And so if I'm at the beach, I'm liable to get a really good idea. Or, if I'm in a different settings are what stimulate you. So you typically get real creative when you're in a different place. And that is why when you when you back away from your computer and you go and take a walk in nature, then the ideas start flowing again. And like if you have writer's block, you'll get unstuck. It's that change in environment that causes you to have that creative juice flowing. So this year, Marnie is going to be like gone a whole month. And in fact, we need to tell you this is the last Peep show for a while, because she's going to be out in Utah and she's not really sure whether she's going to have good access to fast internet to do these Peep shows. So we're going to take a little hiatus, and we'll do a Peep show today, and then our next Peep show is not until July 15th. But mark your calendar, it's July 15th at 3:30 Eastern, 2:30 Central, and we'll be back then. But Marnie's going to talk about how she's going to make money while she's vacationing. Right, Marnie?
Yeah, I'm going to. Huh?
I kind of sprung that on you, but I knew you could rise to the occasion.
Yeah, I'm going to go see my grandbabies first. Start the trip off with a trip to Boise. So not really working there. Just going to go kiss on some little fat baby cheeks for about a week. And then I'm flying back over to Salt Lake City, and I'm going to do, I'm going to be speaking at the Christ-Centered Energy Healing Conference there on the 23rd. And it's the 22nd and 23rd, so I'm on the 23rd. And then I'm going to take a few days and hang out with one of my girlfriends. She's really fun, and she'll always has something fun to do. Go out in the mountains or climb something or go to the Grand Canyon or whatever. Who knows what we'll end up doing for a few days. And then I'm teaching the product creation class June 30th through July 2nd in Murray, which is Salt Lake. And then have another little break and spend time with my friend Martina. And then we're going to do a rider retreat together July 7th through 10th near Bear Lake, Utah. And she has a cabin up there. And we can have up to about, then we can have 15 people. That's probably counting us at that. So we're going to teach people how to do Amazon bestseller launches. And then I'm going to head home. So it's kind of vacation mixed in with working here and there. And I'm looking forward to it.
I think it's a good plan. It's nice to have the break. It's nice to get away and have a different location. And I have friends. I have quite a few friends who, if they're going to be in another city, they'll advertise and they'll do some of their work while in that other city. In fact, Paula Scardamalia was out in LA recently and ended up doing, I think she told me, 18 tarot readings while she was out there. Just to friends of her sons who live out there. She was out there visiting them. So she took her work with her and got to do some of that. And, sometimes when I'm traveling, I'll say, I'm going to be in such and such place if you'd like to have a half day with me or an hour or two with me. Or sometimes I'll just cut video because video is in a different location. So, anyway, I think it's a cool idea to make that blend. And to me, life work, I don't believe in life-work balance. I believe in life-work blend. I think that is really what is the truth for most entrepreneurs. So anyway, that's how we think about combining work and play, I guess you would say.
I have had some vacations where I was just so burnt out from my work that I was able to shut work off completely for, let's say, a week or so. And that's very helpful. If you're you just got to know yourself. If you're completely burnt out, you may need a vacation that shuts it out. And I didn't have a profound thought for a week while I was there, but I needed the break. But most of the time, I'm like you're saying, you're out in nature or maybe somewhere beautiful, and some epiphany happens. Well, cut a video right there, because then you're in that nice setting. It's got a really cool energy to it, and you're recording your aha moment in that space. So I like to do that too.
Yeah. Last week I went to Baltimore to the joint venture mastermind meeting. There were about 40 of us there for a day. And at the end of it, I was sitting in the lobby waiting for the limo to take me back to the airport. And I just ended up doing a quick video on my iPhone, you know, sticking it in front of my face. I was wishing I had one of those selfie sticks with me, but I kind of resist. I travel light, so I don't want to have to like carry around a selfie stick against the day that I might need one. But I did a video just real quick talking a little bit about what I learned. And, you know, it was fun to do that. And it was just in a different setting. And sometimes inspiration hits when you've been doing something different for a day or two. So that's that. Yeah.
So what have you been working on lately?
I feel like I've been working on so much stuff. I did advanced training today for Allie's advanced premier group about team building and when to know when you're ready to expand beyond only having a VA, when you really need to add on different team members. And I've been doing that lately. So we talked a lot about how can you pick people and don't settle for people who, if you need a person to handle 5 things for you and you interview somebody and they know 3 of those things, but they don't know 5, then you're going to settle if you compromise and you hire them anyway. And I think entrepreneurs do that because they get so desperate for help. But then guess what? You're still handling those other 2 things and it's not a perfect fit and you get frustrated. So that's probably not a good idea. So we talked about that today. And then I've been working on, I'm running another little branch of the business called visualcontenthelper.com. And I brought somebody on part-time to be the COO for that business. And we're going to just be offering packages of visual content for people because everybody's crazy about, you know, developing visual content and wanting to put that more into their social media streams and online, and nobody has the time to actually produce it. So we're setting up some production and we're just going to sell little packages of that. So I've been working on that. And then I have been really inhaling Russell Brunson's .com secrets book. I think I might have talked about that last week. I'm just taking all kinds of notes from it. And he did a 3-day workshop out in Las Vegas called Funnel Hacks, which I did not go to, but there were a team of people there who were taking notes, and they decided to sell those notes in a package for, I can't remember, I think maybe it was $47, $27, I can't remember. But because I'm really learning about that a lot lately, I decided to buy those notes. Oh my gosh, Marnie, 91 pages of notes.
Oh, wow.
It's a book in and of itself. So I started going through the notes from that 3-day conference. And I think I'm on page 18, and I've made so many lists of things I want to do just off the first 18 pages that I don't even know when I'm going to get to the rest of the 91 pages of the notes. So I've been doing that, and then I've been planning out whether I want to do some more little 1-day live events between now and the rest of the year. If I do, I need to be setting those up and figuring out where I'm going to be when. And so I don't know, I've got lots of stuff going on, working with clients, just kind of doing the normal thing, I guess. And I just, you might see behind me this green piece of cloth, which might look wrinkled because we just got it out of the box. I bought a green screen and some lighting because I'm going to be shooting more videos. So we're setting up a little video studio in our house. And we were working on that this morning. So just all kinds of stuff, I guess.
Cool, cool. Yeah, so I made the little Men and Money product that we talked about. I put that up the same day that we did the last Peep show, and I've had a good little response from that. People seem to be interested in that, and they like it. I got good feedback on it. Good. So that was fun. Probably going to try doing some more of those. I'm thinking of doing another one on a different subject to give away at this energy healing conference I'm talking at, because you really can't go into a sales pitch at that, but I could at least like give them something like maybe a flyer that says, go here and get this free MP3 audio PDF thing and get people on my list from that. So that's what I'm going to do. Yeah. And then been working on all the sales pages and everything for these, you know, the retreat and the product creation training and all that kind of stuff, promoting that. And
say more about, this will be a good point for people. When you are asked to speak and you cannot pitch from the stage, there are still many different ways to build your list. And Marnie just talked about one of them. So talk about what you're going to do, Marnie, in order to have an opportunity to capture those people, even though you can't actually sell from the stage.
Right. Well, what I did is I talked to my friend Leslie Householder, who had spoken at that conference before. So I think the first step would be, if it's a conference or something they do regularly, talk to some other presenter that got some good results. Because for her, it was worth it. She sold thousands of dollars worth of stuff. Of course, she had physical products, and she bought the booth. They offer a booth, and so she did that. But she told me what she did was give something away free that would get people into her funnel. And she's got her funnel all maximized because her husband is somebody kind of big with Infusionsoft. So she knows how to, they know how to do all that stuff that Infusionsoft will do. But so that kind of gave me the idea to have something of value to give them, to get them onto my list. And then I'll follow up with them from there and lead them into other related, probably energy products and things that I have around that. So I guess I really recommend talking to somebody else who's done that kind of conference before. So they give you a tiny little area to pitch at this conference, but you can't go into some big sales pitch. So,
I mean, I really believe in maximizing if you're going to spend your time going to a conference, and especially if you're speaking for free. You really have to figure out if you can maximize and get a return on the investment of your time. And if not, I wouldn't even bother doing the speaking. Because if you're speaking for free, then really you do deserve to have an opportunity to bring people onto your list and then get them into your funnel. And or to have back of the room sales, or to have some kind of little tiny vendor area that comes with this speech, I think. It's interesting that you bring that up, because it came up yesterday in one of my mastermind groups. A lady had accepted the opportunity to speak, and it was one of those things where she knew that she couldn't really pitch heavy from the stage. So then she was wondering, well, should she buy a vendor booth at this event? And the vendor booths at this event are thousands of dollars. So it's not like she was getting one as in return for doing the free speaking. And so we were talking about whether she should do that or not. And I was like, absolutely not. And then she wanted to know, should she put something in the goodie bag? And I'm like, okay, how many goodie bags have you gotten at conferences, and how much stuff have you kept out of those goodie bags? To me, they're like a huge recycle waste, because most people come home and drop those goodie bags, or 90% of the goodie bags, in the garbage, especially if it's just a brochure or your card. I mean, it's got to be something that you really want to keep, like something that helps you wipe off your computer screen or something, you know. So I was like, if you really want to stand out and you really want to get to know people, and you're already a speaker, so you've already got visibility at this conference, rent a suite up in the top of the hotel, have a cocktail party, make it so that the ticket to the event is the ticket to the cocktail party. And by golly, people will come because there's food, and you will be seen as a mover and a shaker, and you will really, you know, make people sign and give you their email address when you come in the door. Give away some little prize. They got to register right there and then and there on your iPad to get on your list. Push it. I mean, if you're going to go travel somewhere and you're going to go do that, push it. Make it really big. And people will be like talking about that. They'll be like, man, she had an event and she gave away free food, and you know, she gave away $100 gift certificate, and you know, then, but also if you're going to do that, make sure you have a funnel built out so that when you get them on your list, you can thank them and you can be offering them something in the short term, some low-cost products, so that you can recoup the investment you did in having that little event. I just like, if you're going to do it big, you know, do it different. And it makes a difference because people will remember that.
a good idea. That's a good idea. I'll have to
Yeah, you might could do that.
a little bit more there, yeah. Because I was also getting a flyer of my upcoming events that I have while I'm there, you know. But I mean, that's not that inventive. Like,
Yeah.
I
You
do
might
it.
really think about what you don't want somebody to take it home and put it in the round file. You know,
Yeah.
There it goes. So, yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. And for her, this is it's a little bit different, Marnie. If it's a small conference, maybe I wouldn't, you know, if it depends on what the opportunity is. I mean, this is a huge conference with thousands and thousands of people. The vendor hall will be huge. It's very easy to get lost in the sea. Now, if it's a smaller event and you're one of maybe 6 or 7 tables and you can do more to stand out and have a cute giveaway at your table, that's an entirely different thing. It's much easier to be remembered when you're one of 10. It's hard when you're one of 400 vendors. Then you can do something different. So it really depends on what it is. My answer to most people who ask me questions is it depends. And sometimes people hate hearing that, but the truth of the matter is it does depend.
Funny. It looks like some people are having trouble seeing our hangout today for some reason.
Uh-oh. I wonder if it's because you had to call me back.
I don't know.
Or what are they saying? It's not showing up.
Like it logged out or something. I don't know. Let me see if she's okay. Maybe I'm gonna ask her if she's in.
Okay.
I don't know. I've got a couple signed out screens on my thing. Hopefully I didn't lose us.
Okay. Do we have any questions? Do we have anybody who's there?
No. And it's got the start button up. So, okay, she's in, so it's okay. It may be because she got on right when we reset it or something. Okay.
Uh-huh.
All right.
I just heard my Facebook beeping, so I came over to check to see if there were any messages, but there's not. So I don't have anybody messaging me that they can't get in. So at least that's good.
All right. So at least Carolyn's in. She was the one asking. So, and now she sent me another message.
Okay. Do we have questions today?
I don't know. I don't see any posted up there.
Okay. So I didn't check until I checked about 30 minutes before we started. But up at that point, we didn't have anybody who had asked a question. But you know what? We could talk a little bit about buying capacity.
Buying capacity.
Yeah.
Okay, explain. What do you mean by that?
I am a big believer in buying capacity, which means that you buy the capacity to do something, the ability to do something, and you push yourself like before you're quite ready for it, because you know that you're going to need it as your business expands and grows. So an example of that for me is like this green screen that y'all are staring at today. I have known forever that I need to be doing more video. And I resist it because I don't have a very good place to put a video studio. Our house in Nashville is very open. It's like a big loft space, as is our home in Florida. So, you know, I didn't want to have to mess up a room, and I didn't want to have to buy a green screen, and I knew my lighting was bad. And I just resist. And finally, I just thought, this is crazy. I know I need to buy that capacity. I know that I need to push myself to buy that capacity, and that in 3 or 4 months, I'm going to be doing so much of this stuff, and I really, really need to do it. If I'm going to do video training, if I'm going to do products that require video training, I need to have a more professional job done. And it can work to buy capacity in your personal life as well as in your business life. Sometimes you can save money when you do that. And some of my, you know, Bill will probably roll his eyes if he is across the room listening, which actually the door's closed right now. But like I have to pool walk a lot because that's what helps me keep my legs underneath me. And so I'm a big fan of Lands' End bathing suits. They should sponsor this Google Hangout today because I'm going to talk about them. but their bathing suits are expensive. So for a couple of years now, what I've done at the end of the season, they usually have like a 50% off sale or something. And the minute I get that email, I run to their site and I buy up a bunch of tops and bottoms that'll mix and match with each other for bathing suits. I buy capacity because I know that in the coming months, I'm going to be running through those suits because, you know, if you're in a saltwater pool, they don't, and you're in there every day, they don't last just forever and ever and ever, although their suits are pretty good. So I will buy more than I need because I know that over time that return on investment will even out. And I've bought the capacity. I've bought the capacity in the coming years. I like to do that at the first of the year. Like if I have, let's say I still use one shopping cart. I'm not an Infusionsoft fan personally. I don't like to have that monthly fee. I like to pay it for the whole year, and it's cheaper that way. So I like to buy the capacity ahead of time. Oftentimes that saves you money. And you can do that for your personal life, like bathing suits. And so the fun thing that I did over the past few weeks is we got home to Nashville, and I started seeing that there was this jewelry store that's in our neighborhood that's going out of business. The guy's had it for many, many years, and he's retiring. And I love good jewelry. I love good jewelry, much to Bill's dismay. And so I decided I was going to go up there because we got a flyer in the mail, and he said his prices were 70% off. And so I went over there, and I mean, I bought 5 pieces of really good jewelry. And then this past Saturday, I went back and I bought 3 more pieces of really good jewelry. And I brought a friend from Nashville with me who also likes good jewelry, and she was looking for a watch. Well, I bought capacity. I won't have to buy anything probably till the day I die. I will have anything that I will need for just about any occasion, and I will really enjoy this jewelry. But what I will enjoy more is that instead of paying $2,500 for a ring, I paid $400. You know, so I mean, it's such a deep discount. So I bought the capacity of enjoying and wearing this beautiful jewelry that I will use the rest of my life. And just like I buy bathing suit capacity, or just like I buy capacity for doing video or for setting up something for the whole year. Instant Teleseminar I've used for years, and it annoys me because it's $47 a month. I've bought it for 10 years now at least. And you know what? They do not give you a break, nor do they have a way for you to pay for it a year at a time. And I think that's bad business. If somebody wants to buy my coaching or put me on retainer for a whole year and they're willing to pay for it up front, I discount it for them because that to me is worth it. I don't have to process that every single month. I know they're going to be around. They're buying that capacity ahead of time, and I want to reward them for making that decision. So I'm a believer in buying capacity. I don't know what you think of that, Marnie, but that's how I've run my business and my life for years. Like, get it done ahead of time, and then you can just roll. You don't have to stop and pay and stop and pay and stop and pay. I don't spend any time at all looking for bathing suits. I'm 10 minutes on their website, and now this year I won't even need to buy I probably won't buy bathing suits for another 2 or 3 years now. It's done.
Yeah, I agree. Like, if you know, shoes, you know you're going to need them down the road for something, and they got to buy one, get one, go ahead and get it, even though it may be a fall shoe that they've got on sale now or something. Yeah, I agree.
Fall will be here before you know it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And how about business systems? Do you like to pay for them a year at a time if you have a system that you buy that you use consistently for the year? Like a shopping cart or something like that?
I haven't done a whole lot of that. I'm trying to think. I didn't know one shopping cart would do it by the year, but okay.
Yeah, I've always done it by the year. And the other thing too about buying capacity ahead of time that I really, really love is you can get even better deals. So when I went to this jewelry store and I picked out 5 different pieces of jewelry, and I had them all there sitting on the counter, and they were already deeply discounted, right? But this guy's going out of business. He's retiring. So I said to him, look, I'm a pretty good customer today. I'm buying 5 pieces of really, really good jewelry. So what can you do for me? And he came down more.
Oh.
Because, of course, I bundled it together. So you know, then when I went back on Saturday, well, of course, he'd already bundled and done a good deal for me a couple of days ago. He's not going to tell me no this time, is he? So it rolls on itself. So always ask. You know, I did this video back a few months ago about ask for what you want. Ask. If you don't ask, you're never going to get it.
That's true. That's
yeah.
True.
So that's it. You do have to think about that in your life and in your business. How can you buy capacity? And then it pushes you. Like the bathing suits, they're sitting there in my drawer. Now, am I going to say I'm never going to go do my water exercise again? No, I'm not going to say it because now I'd feel guilty because I have all those bathing suits sitting there in that drawer and I know that I have to use them up. So
I've definitely always bought capacity with tech equipment. I buy as far to the edge of the technology as I can.
Yes.
And that will get me another good year out of it or something that you wouldn't have. You know.
I agree. I agree totally. Buy at the very top end of the tech, even if it's not the one that's with all the bells and whistles. Buy the highest, fastest tech, most advanced tech you can, because you'll get to run that machine a year or two longer, and in the end, you will save money.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's all about learning to be smart with your money, and you know, sometimes you do have to spend the money to actually be smart with your money because it lasts you for a longer time.
True. Yeah, let me see if we got a question. I keep hearing little bubble noises, which I don't know what they are.
I don't know what bubble noises would be either.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know. Do you hear them? Like, doo-doo, doo-doo.
Yeah, I did hear that actually. I didn't know if it was coming from my computer or from yours, but I'm not used to that sound.
Yeah, I didn't know. I don't ever hear it, so I thought it was coming from the Google Hangout. But
yeah.
All righty. Anything else that you want to add before we sign off for 3 whole weeks? And
no, not for me. Not for me. But I will miss doing the Google Hangouts with you. But I hope you have a wonderful trip and that all of your work things and your personal things go great. I know it's going to be really fun for you to meet your grandchildren. You had 2 grandchildren born on the same day, right?
Right. But I think I'm only going to get to see one of them. My other son is not going to be able to be there. So at least I get one of them, and I have to figure out how to go back in August and see the other one or something.
Oh, that's a shame he won't be out there. That's too bad. Well, have a good time, and we will see everybody in July. July 15th, mark your calendar, and we'll send you out the link as we always do. And have a good month or 3 weeks, Marnie.
All right. You too. Take care.
Bye.
Bye.